then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
You know
Wow.
what's funny? I've had females look down upon me for saying certain things, and I'm not trying to big myself up, but this
Hmm.
is genuinely how I feel. If we're going on a date and you take me to a nice restaurant, I'm not gonna order the lobster and steak. I'm
Right.
I'm just not gonna do
Yeah,
that. I just
yeah,
think it's inconsiderate.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you take me to a nice restaurant, I personally always offer, because I know you're gonna pay
Hmm.
if you're the kind, you don't understand.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna always offer, hey, can I leave the tip?
yeah.
I always
And
ask
something
that.
about that is so special to me,
Yeah.
and that's the kind of woman that I want to marry. It's like, just even if I don't want you to do it, just offering it, it's just, it makes a man feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And
right there. And first and foremost, salute to that woman for what she said. And it's not talked about enough, but like the man said, if a woman's offering to pay for the tip or not buying all the crazy expensive things on the menu, the man does notice that. And trust me, I'm a man who I'm for paying for it all on the first date, and I'm for paying for the tip too. Like, but men appreciate the little things, and the little things do add up. And it's not talked about enough. It's not. And he even said that's the woman I'm looking to marry. So just little gems like that women don't really notice because y'all want to take a lot of times. Think about what you can give or how you can play your role in a situation and come out on top. But I'm liking everything that's being said right now.
a lot of time there's this hyper. I think this is the word. I'm not really hip on all the, you know, uh, industry words,
Not
but
hip.
there's this like hyper masculinity thing that happens where, if you're not paying for everything, you're not the man. Or if
Yeah.
you're not providing everything, you're not the man. Now, listen, I was raised by a single mom.
Hmm.
So I'm not saying that I'm looking for Miss Independent, you know, but I seen my mom do it. I
Yeah.
seen her make it happen. So for me, a level of entrepreneurship, my mom worked a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
but any woman that could raise 3 kids by herself is an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Listen,
Absolutely.
My mom knew how to make, she was making $50,000 20 years ago raising us. To
Hmm.
us, that felt like a lot of money.
Yeah.
$50,000, that ain't no money.
Yeah.
So how did you rate? You're an entrepreneur.
You're an entrepreneur.
So when I meet a woman,
All right. I mean, you can't just throw that entrepreneurial word on everything, but I feel them. There is pressure today that men should put up and provide for the family 100%. And if you don't, there are men out there that will judge you and will call you out and make fun of you. Now, my thing with that is there are situations where men just can't pay 100% of everything, of rent, of let's say a car note, things of that nature. There's situations, especially in the beginning. In the beginning, if you got a female that is by your side and is in it for the long haul, y'all should work together. There's certain things that maybe you should pay for and she should pay for. But I do think even early on, the man should still be putting up more. I don't believe in that 50-50. I believe a man should be putting up more. Now, when do believe that a man should pay for everything because I think you should be working your butt off to be in a position to do so. Like, I'm not saying my woman can't work, but my woman knows that I'm gonna work and I'm gonna grind and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to put our family or just my situation in a great financial position to where now you have that option. So I think every man should strive to be able to provide tenfold for the family, but definitely in the early stages there should be some type of, I mean, some type of system to where maybe she pays for groceries, maybe you pay for rent. But I do think at the end of the day, a man should always put up more. Your job, I think, and like I said, I got that older gene in me, and I listen to my elders, and they said a man provides. So guess what I'm gonna do? And also, the top men in society provide. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna provide.
it's a level of, that's what attracts me, is the
Yeah.
level of like, I'm
Go
making
getter.
this happen. I'm a go getter.
Yeah.
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I'm paying for the meals. I'm paying for the Uber if you need one. I'm paying for this. I'm paying for that. And then the moment you give me your body, if we go there, if we have sex or whatever happens, you immediately feel entitled to bills now because you're giving me your body.
So you don't think that a woman should feel entitled to compensation?
Oh, Jesus.
You know, there's so many. You know, we don't want to talk about this, but
No, we want to talk about it.
no. What I want to say is they don't like to actually call it what it is, but it's like elite prostitution.
No, sure, no, for sure.
Oh,
But there's a caveat.
Okay.
Let's take
Okay.
it back to the entrepreneur
Okay.
woman.
Okay.
If you look at the Proverbs 31 woman, the
Mhm.
Proverbs 31 woman was an entrepreneur.
Yes.
She was a worker. She worked. She used her hands. She used her mind, her ingenuity, her forward thinking. She worked for the
I
family,
like
right?
that.
She contributed to the family. However, the man is the provider. The man is the head. He is the
Yeah,
leader of the household. He is the CEO of the last name. And a man is supposed to provide. But where the teammanship comes in is that Proverbs 31 woman is helping to build this thing.
yeah.
And I think that's what I'm probably about. I'm not into gender roles.
Mm.
I'm not into, you know, I think we pick and choose what provision means based on what it may mean to the culture.
Okay.
But I think it needs to mean what it means for your household.
Hmm.
Because I've seen, you know, women look down on men who are going 50-50 with their women. But if that's what works for their household, and I'm not saying you should be okay with that, but I'm saying if that's what works, you should emasculate men because I have a desire to pay for everything. I do have a desire to do that. But if there's a season where
Now, I hit on a little bit of what what he just talked about, but I think he just skipped over a great point that the woman just made. She just said a man should be a provider and a woman should still be figuring out ways to work, but to work to support the man. And that word right there, that's the key word, is support. And like I said, if we want to get real, a man is supposed to lead, protect, provide, and make sure everything is good. That's what a man's role should be, and that's what we're built for. And that's the thing I hate too is like women get upset that like we don't look at them to do the same things that we do, but we're just not the same. And we shouldn't operate the same. And for my masculine women out there that do want to provide and take care of their family, that's fine with y'all. Please, there's a lot of feminine men out here that you can ride along with. But for my men out there that want to do those things and level up and have a woman that's by your side that, and like, I'm not just talking about in the kitchen barefoot, the stuff that they say, all this. No, I'm talking about a real woman that is going to find her spot in the family, find her position, make sure things are good, do whatever it takes to help you, to help the family, to help herself get to the next level. And it can be through so much different ways. And you know what I mean? Things will grow from there. But please let me know what you think. You think I'm way off? Do you think this gentleman here is spitting? Because I think he's spitting. I think he's making great points and bringing some great things up. And I might do a part 2 to this interview because it's my first time listening to it and he's talking. But hey, it's your boy Donnie ABC2. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you're still watching. And we'll see you on the next video.